Hello, my little friends. Welcome back to Learning with Teacher Joy. So today we are going to learn, play, and explore. Are you ready? Yes, I am so happy you're here again today. So let us shake our hands, snap our fingers, and take a deep breath in and out. Good job! Okay, today we are going to learn something super fun. Do you know what it is? Yes? Can you give it a guess? Today we are going to learn opposites. Say opposites. Yes, opposites. Wonderful job. Now look around your room. Are you looking with me? Can you see something big? Something too big like the hands were spread out? Something like a pillow, a chair, or a big table? Yes. And then now let's look again. Look around your room for something small, something very small like your teeny tiny hands when you brought them close to each other. Can you see something like a spoon, a small ball? Yes. Good job. Next, we are going to learn fast and slow. And fast means moving very quickly, the way you move when you are playing in the playground. Do you remember how you ran in the playground? How you ran in the playground when you are playing? Yes, you run very fast when you're chasing each other. And slow means when you stop running and you start walking very slowly, slowly like a tortoise. You run so fast like a cheetah and you move very slow like a tortoise. Let's try that. Run fast like a cheetah and move very slow like a tortoise. Good job. Now, I have a very little story for you. Are you ready to listen to my story? Yes. Once upon a time, there lived a cheetah and a tortoise. And one day, they prepared for a race. The cheetah ran so fast, and the tortoise walked so slowly, and the cheetah got to the finish line first, then the tortoise was last. But guess what? They were still very good friends. So if your friend is fast and you are slow, you can still be good friends. Is that right? Yes, is that right? Good job. Now next, we are going to learn hot and cold. Hot, like when the sun is up in the sky and it is too hot. And cold, like when it's raining and you are shivering. Okay? Have you ever taken something hot? Like maybe hot tea or hot soup? How did you feel? With your burnt tongue? Oh no, I'm sorry. And what about something cold? Touching something cold like ice? Did you feel the cold run through your body? Yes, so now that is the difference between hot and cold. Have you ever touched something hot? When you touch something hot, you move your hand back too quick. Is that right? Yes. Now, that is the difference between hot and cold. Now let us pretend we are in a hot room. Fan yourself from the heat, and when you are in a cold room, you start shivering and you cover yourself with something to avoid the cold. Is that right? Yes, now we know hot and cold. Amazing job. Our other set of opposites is up and down. Let's raise our hands up above our heads. Raise your hands above your head. Raise your hands above your head. That is up. That is up. When you raise your hands above your head and you clap them, that is up. And then now put your hands down. Down below your knees, near your toes. Yes, that is down. Now when you raise your hands up, that is up high. And when you put your hands down, that is down low. Okay, let us stand up and sit down. Stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. Yes, now you get the difference between up and down. And up is the opposite of down. Do you get that? Stand up, sit down. Now when you stand up, you learn that standing up is the opposite of sitting down. We are going to learn about happy and sad. The word happy is the opposite of the word sad. Show me your happy face when you are smiling. Let me see that big smile on your face. Good job. Now, show me your sad face when you are frowning. Yes, that is sad. Now, what happens when you are happy? You smile. You put a big smile on your face. And when you are sad, you put a frown on your face. When are we happy? We are happy when good things happen to us. Okay? Good things like when our parents buy us gifts, when we perform well in class. Yes, that is when we are happy. And we are sad when something bad happens to us. Maybe when we fall down when we are playing, or when we lose our very favorite toys, we become so sad. But when you lose your toy and your mother or your daddy buys you another toy, you become happy. Yes? You become happy again. So happy is the opposite of sad. Good job. I have a short story for you. Are you ready to listen? Now let's be attentive for this. Once upon a time, there lived a baby monkey. Now, its mother brought it a banana. And when the monkey was playing around, it lost the banana. And it was so sad. And when it walked around to find the banana, and it found the banana, it was so happy. Now that is the end of my story. A story about a monkey who was happy and sad. Now we get the difference between happy and sad, right? Good job. I want to show you a few pictures and you will tell me the difference. We will start with big and small. That is the first set of opposites we had. Big and small. Now between the elephant and the mouse, which one is big? Can I hear from someone? Which one is big? Yes, the elephant is big. And which one is small? You are right. The mouse is small. I see we get the difference between big and small. Big is when we spread our hands out wide, and small is when we bring them together. Very teeny, tiny. Bravo! Now, we are going to touch something hot and something cold. When I give you a cup of tea, how will you feel? Burnt, right? Now that is hot. And when I give you ice cream, how will you feel when you put it in your mouth? Very cold. This is a cheetah and this is a tortoise. Now tell me, between the cheetah and the tortoise, which one moves fast? Between a cheetah and a tortoise, which one moves fast? Yes, good job. The cheetah moves fast. And which one moves slow? Aha! The tortoise moves slow. The cheetah moves fast and the tortoise moves slow. You have now gotten the difference between fast and slow. And fast is the opposite of slow. When you run in the field, you are moving fast like a cheetah. And when you walk around, you are moving slow like a tortoise. I want you to look at the photos of these two different ladies. This lady and this lady. What is this lady doing? Yes, she is sitting down. The lady number one is sitting down. And the second lady? Aha, good job. She is standing up. Lady number two is standing up. So this is down and this is up. Look at these basketball players. This one is jumping up high. to reach the scoring net. And this one is dribbling the ball down. Now, I see you know the difference between up and down. Do you know the difference? Yes, up and down. Up is the opposite of down. When you raise your hands above your head, clap them 1, 2, 3, that is up. And when you put your hands below your knees, that is down. Put your hands below your knees, clap them 1, 2, 3, that is down. Look at these two faces, this girl and this other girl. Which one is happy and which one is sad? Yes, the first girl is happy. She has a big smile on her face. And the second girl is sad. She is frowning. Maybe something bad has happened to her, right? Yes, and as I told you before, we are happy when something good happens to us, and we are sad when something bad or terrible happens to us. Next, we are going to learn about left and right. Show me your left hand. Yes, this is your left hand. And what about your right hand? Yes, this is your right hand. When you want to know the difference between left and right, you can use your left hand to determine left and your right hand to know where your right is. Okay? So left is the opposite of right. Good job. The next thing is day and night. Do you know how to differentiate day and night? Yes. Day is when the sun is up in the sky and you can see outside clearly. And night is when it is dark outside and there is the moon up and you cannot see clearly unless you use a light like a torch or an electric bulb. Okay? So now do you know the difference between day and night? During the day, we go to school, and in the night, we sleep at home. Is that right? Good job. Now, let's talk about open and close. Do you know how to open something? Like opening your locker or opening the door? Yes, let's demonstrate opening the door. Open the door wide. And let us close the door. Close the door. Yes, good job. Now, when you open the door wide and you close, you learn that open is the opposite of close. Open is the opposite of close. Let us use our books. Open your book, close your book. Open your book, close your book. Open, close. Open, close. Wonderful job. The next thing we are going to learn is heavy and light. Heavy is the opposite of light. Okay? How many books do you carry in your bag? 3. Oh, good. I carry 10 books in my bag. So when you carry 3 books in your bag, we say the bag is light. And when I carry 10 books in my bag, we say the bag is heavy. And now let us use an example of a bucket full of water and an empty bucket. Which one is heavy? Yes, the bucket full of water is heavy and the empty bucket is light. Amazing job. Now you know the difference between heavy and light. And heavy is the opposite of light. The next thing we are going to learn is loud and quiet. Have you ever been to a town before with your parents and had the cars roaming around and people chatting and laughing out? Yes, that is loud. What about at night when you are at home and everyone is asleep? Have you ever listened to that? It is so quiet. And when you are in school, when you are playing in the playground, when you are running and jumping around and screaming, yes, that is loud. And when you are seated in class, silently seated, doing an exam, yes, that is quiet. Wonderful. Now, do you know the opposite of loud? Yes, the opposite of loud is quiet. Amazing! Today we have learned very many words. Examples are big and small, and we have said big is the opposite of small. We have also learned about up and down, and we said up is the opposite of down. We've learned about happy and sad, and we said happy is the opposite of sad. Good job! What else did we learn? Yes, we learned about fast and slow. What again did we learn? Yes, just now we learned about loud and quiet. Now, I want you to promise me that you will remember the opposites, like big and small. Will you remember? Good job! You will also always memorize the opposites, like left and right, big and small, up and down. Now, my little friends, we have come to the end of our lesson today. If you had fun, do not forget to like the video or ask mommy or daddy to subscribe to B64 Kids World so that we don't miss our lesson next time. Thank you. I am Teacher Joy and I am so happy that you are here with me today. Bye!
Hey, hey friends, come dance with me. Let's learn opposites. 1, 2, 3. Move your body, touch your toes. Let's dance the opposites. Here we go! Big, 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 stretch out wide. Small, 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 hide, hide, hide. Big like a giant, small like a doll. Dance the opposites, big and small. Fast, 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 run on the spot. Slow, 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 like a sleepy robot. Fast like a cheetah, slow like a snail. Dance the opposites, you never fail. Hot, 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 wipe your face. Cold, 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 shiver in place. Hot like the sunshine, cold like snow. Dance the opposites, go, go, go! Up, 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 reach to the sky. Down, 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 touch low, don't be shy. Up like a rocket, down like rain. Dance the opposites again and again. Happy, 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 smile so bright. Sad, 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 frown but light. Happy again, clap your hands. Dance the opposites as the music lands. Opposites dance, opposites dance. Move your feet while you get the chance. Big and small, fast and slow, hot and cold, now you know. Opposites dance, opposites dance. Come on kids, let's jump and cry. Great job friends, dancing today. You learned opposites in a fun new way. Wave goodbye and turn around. Opposites learning